The word obsession encompasses the mindset of everyone at Mossy Oak. We obsess over hiding from, chasing, and conserving the critters we pursue. In this episode, we take a look inside the mind of waterfowl legend Fred Zink and explore his fundamental connection with Mossy Oak and his obsession with waterfowl. This is The Obsessed.
This marsh that we have here behind us, it was just a farm field when I purchased it about, I'd say 8 years ago. A lot of people thought I was crazy, and they were probably spot on that I would buy a farm field that probably never really had many ducks going into it or whatever. But when you come out here and you're able to shoot a limit of ducks and geese on your own dirt and be able to see how you've changed something, We tend to have in the fall time, we'll have ducks in here September, October, November, December, March, April, and most of May. So you got about 7 months. There'll be anywhere from 200-300 birds come in here to sometime in the spring up to 10,000. So you talk about the amount of bird days. You're talking, a tremendous amount of days that we harbor and feed waterfowl right here just on this 50 acres. There's never a day that I want to leave here, and the day that I do, it will be the day that I change something, is when we're pulling out the driveway or we're coming in with a limit of ducks. If I don't look up in the sky and see a lot of ducks or tornadoes of ducks coming in after we leave, I know that we're doing something wrong. I remember the first time that I met the Mossy Oak family and company. It was Mr. Bill Sugg. I was on a rider's hunt up in North Dakota, and it was the first year they brought this camo out right here. Old shadowgrass, the original shadowgrass. And I remember Mr. Bill bringing it out and showing everybody. And that started a relationship, and that relationship grew. I started filming both in front of the camera and behind the camera for the Whistling Wings series way back in the day, doing the DVD series with them. I worked with Ronnie Strickland, old cuz, and Troy Ruiz back in those days of going out and actually filming the hunts. Like I say, the talent in front and the talent behind. And they built a foundation to allow me to actually start my call business in year 2000. Prior to that, I was a competitive caller. I'd won tons of championships, and I started a company called Zink Outdoors in 1998, or actually 1997. And the foundations and relationship that I was able to forge long time ago with Mossy Oak is the foundation and the fuel that helped me get to where I've gotten today.
Fred and I have known each other for 24, 25 years. You had pretty good decoys, you had pretty good game calls, you had, and in came Fred Zink and a few others, but namely Fred in the fact that he brought new meaning to the sound of ducks and his duck calls. And he has brought that new element to the waterfowl business, not only in decoys and calls, but blinds and how to hunt pressured waterfowl. And I hope he realizes this, but he's been a pioneer that has allowed the average hunter to be quite successful in the world of waterfowl.
Well, basically all my friends, they always talk about how obsessed I am with waterfowl hunting and hunting in general these days, especially my wife. It's not something that you choose. It's something that you just are born with. It's something that it really chooses you. And I can't explain it other than the fact that Chris and I were We're looking out the window last night after last night's hunt with a pair of binoculars, and you look up in the sky and you see ducks flying. That's pretty cool. But when they lock up, and there's something about that, is when they set their wings and they're decoying in and you just see them letting that air out. To me, that's what has made me obsessed. And because it's just a drive. To me, the obsession is the drive to be able to see that over and over and over again. That's just what makes me go every day. I'm Fred Zink, and I'm truly obsessed.